Oh, this is a game I've wanted to make an attempt for. You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna play Pathologic. Now this game, I am suspecting and planning at this point, unless it really resonates with me, this is one that I don't want to play all the way to the end. Because there's actually a remake that's supposed to be really good. And it has a lot of the translation problems taken care of. This is a Russian game that is quote-unquote an anti-game, from what I understand. It's similar to games like Undertale, in which it takes normal game mechanics and it's supposed to turn it on their head. And it was something that was really suggested to me at one point. So let's give this a shot. This is only like $1.25 on Steam, so you should definitely go pick it up and see if this is the type of thing you'd want to play, because the remake, while it's like $60, is supposed to be really good. And it's probably going to look old and bad. But, oh, Devolver Digital did this? Maybe they did the port. Ice Pick Lodge. Interesting. I haven't heard that development studio before.
Traces of the supernatural reveal themselves more often than intelligent and reasonable men would prefer them to. Chimeras, worshipped by our ancestors centuries ago, crawl back into the light from ancient times.
Isn't it chimeras?
The directors of our fate rain ash down on us from the grey heavens. They conceal themselves beneath us, above us, and among us, staying hidden until we muster up the resolve to meet their malevolent gaze. Having been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment, and then they expire horribly, wreaking havoc on the world that they rightfully see as their toy.
Okay. I'm digging the PlayStation 1 aesthetic. Oh no. Someone died. Okay. That's a hell of an intro. So let's give it a shot. Oh!
It's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Means you're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform Sectio Transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum funisumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, and now we get to choose our character from these? Okay. We get to choose a character. Bachelor. The history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated, without a shadow of doubt, pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases have from time to time wiped towns and cities of the map, are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these distinctive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who managed to work a miracle and defeat seemingly unvanquishable foe. How do they call upon the Menku, the faithful of Wardenkin? Faced on their hands, they are butchers, known by their eyes, for they are surgeons. They who follow the rules, they who are the leaders of the kin. They speak to the Urdugs. I think we have to pick between these two characters. So, guys, who do you want me to pick? Why not? Like, why don't you guys pick? I can't pick Changeling, because I have to beat one of these two storylines first, I guess. But we're also kind of just exploring this game. So, Bachelor. Alex says Bachelor, we're going to go Bachelor.
Daniil Dankovsky, a Bachelor of Medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate. Dankovsky's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
Okay. Quote unquote gets to know. Cryptic! Look at all these characters that I don't know yet. Hello. You are showing a lot of skin, and that makes me very attracted to you. That's because how character design works. Look at the dog man. I mean, I consider myself a fan of dogs, but I'm not quite that. What the fuck is this? As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kang, who's rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, if even this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man. If he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. That's the mission. Nothing in other tasks, nothing in today's tasks. Okay. Day 1, by the end of which the Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. Okay. Graphics and such remind me of Amnesia. So that's not all bad. Oh, E did all sorts of shit. I really hope this is a game that'll walk me through the controls, because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no, am I stuck? Oh no, I don't... This is bad, I should have read the controls. Oh! I hit E on the microscope. And... that happened. Well, you're blinking very noticeably. So Q does that. I'm gonna figure out what the fuck our controls are. Forward, backward, use is E, jump is space, torch is F, plague finder, attack. I don't seem to be able to interact with this. Oh, they're sneaking in this too? Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, there's a door right here. This house is so strange. What is this? Can I read you? No? Apparently not. There are clocks. Hello!
I had a feeling you would come.
I think there are strangers in the backyard by the pound. They're unlikely to be planning mischief. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. I'd like to thank you for your hospitality. Yeah, where's Simon Kane? Are you willing to trade the company of a fascinating woman for that of a dreadful man, even if he is a sorcerer? It's so sad, but Simon won't go anywhere. He is and has always been, he always will be, even if the moon will fall to the ground. Please stay with me a while longer. I can't even imagine the hospitality here. But who was waiting for me? I didn't notify old Burka of my arrival. I'm not even sure what made me take off of this place. Glory is the messenger riding ahead of the man. a celebrity from the capital, Bachelor Dankovsky, the founder of Thanatica, the man who challenges death. Of course we've heard about you. Glory is undeserved yet, but I hope that we will be getting to know your rumor will give me a chance to live up to your expectations. After you go, Ava, tell me where Simon Kane lives. Are you in that much of a hurry? Do come around. The Kanes are asleep now. Take your knockabout coat off. Have a rest in my bed. Let me warm your hands. You're so anxious to see Simon, as if your life depended on it. My life? Yes. Now that the laboratory is on the brink of destruction, my whole life pursuit depends on that remarkable man. If he really managed to live that long, his tissues will help me defeat death. Death, so that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet. Millions of doctors defeated it on certain singular occasions, but my enemy is more fearsome. It is death itself rather than a singular case of death. My enemy is inevitability. I am challenging the forces of nature. I want to sound #deep. I don't understand. I can barely understand it myself. Could death only seem inevitable to us, but in reality be nothing more than the whim of the will that has shaped this world? That is the question. So where is the key to my victory? It's not far. The Kanes live at the Crucible on Bridge Squares. But could I please offer you a piece of advice? Simon has 2 younger brothers. The eldest of the 2, Georgie, is called the judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the 3 is Victor. His doctor, Maria, also wanted to see you. It's probably important. Was it she who knew of my arrival beforehand? Yeah, she told me about it privately. Talking to her is no simple task. Maria is that type of person. She puts on airs. That's just how the Kanes are. It was Maria who told me she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence. All right. Thank you for the advice. Go, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Kanes. They'll probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. But I have some advice that may be help to you if you need it. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, so I think I'm here. The Crucible, Mansion of Maria, which I think we need to go to right now. Look at all this stuff. Look at this big place. Is this all like... Oh, is this a quick travel? No, this is just a map. What is happening? Okay, I think my map just got updated. Well, you're strange. Tragedian? Venerable Bachelor, be so kind as to linger a minute. The conversation won't take too much of your time, especially since time stops during dialogues, at least during the important ones. And our dialogue is extremely important. You need to know how to play, after all, don't you? Play? What are you talking about, masked man? I'm neither a gambler nor an actor. Of course you aren't. You're a living, breathing man, as is evident from your conditions and statuses. You experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pain, wounds, and diseases. You're so lifelike. You have to eat, sleep, drink, and rest, and to make mistakes. The latter being the most definitive proof of my human nature, wouldn't you agree? If I may, I'd like to point out just how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or unnaturally sluggish, you do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I knew a person who died of stress, but was diagnosed with starvation. It happens. I can testify to that as a doctor. Need I remind a wise man of you that the fact that hunger is sated with food? Food can be found in shops, and shops can be found in ordinary houses. are marked with specific signs. Sleep, however, is more complicated. People only sleep in beds and only in private residences around here. I'm sorry, that's just how our world is. Yes, the world is unjust. And quite silly, if you forgive me for saying so. Speaking of commerce, different shops sell similar items at different prices. Make sure you don't get cheated. People can be quite brazen around here. You can also barter with the folk out in the street. Some things may be nothing more than trinkets to you, but others will be willing to part with their life's blood for them. Blood? Yes, blood. It's not my place to lecture you if, following your Hippocratic oath, you ever consider easing someone's pain. Feel free to just approach them with a suitable drug. You see their pain receding before your very eyes. The sick fall asleep when they're close to recovery, don't they? Or when they're close to ultimate rest. Still, helping the hopeless will grant you a good reputation. You'll be seen as a benefactor willing to part with a precious sleeping draught or a painkiller for a simple bystander. Anything else? No, not yet. Bye then, Mask. Very strange. And just... Hello, bird. Executor. Halt. I'm going to have to teach you about the technicalities of the setting, the time and the place. It's not essential, but that's just how it is. The actor is prepared before he goes on stage, or else he'll fall down the aisle or stumble on the prompt box. That might look mighty silly, don't you agree? Speak, I'm listening. Time flies by. It can't be stopped or turned back. Night follows days, which are then followed by nights. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed. Is this a living, breathing world in a game? And so it makes sense for you to visit the places you care about regularly. You'll find people that play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from the common folk. The rest are just a crowd shot, a background, a bunch of extras. Indeed, still, it's best to avoid hasty judgment. It's a paradox, you see. Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound to stand out people. And don't be dismissive of the silent cloud. Both extremes end in tragedy. The world cares for your reputation, a fine and crucial instrument. Your reputation changes the world you see, for it is a mirror. When you agree? And so bad a reputation can get you into a lot of trouble. For example, no need I describe? If you got a vivid imagination, everything changes, from mystical aspects to mundane things like the people you need treating you badly. How many enemies you've got, how high the prices rise, how bad your dreams are, lots of things. A sorry prospect. How do I maintain my reputation? Really? How is that even a question? Same as anywhere. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not betray. Do not steal. Do not covet. Do not be an asshole. Don't get caught. The rules are same everywhere. A truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor and even a person who lives quite far away, can help in a dire situation. I see. Really? Good for you, then. As for me, I can't see anything in this mess. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, don't get too worked up about human lives, so don't put too much stock into another's words, mine included. He who trusts everything is asking to be deceived. Well, definitely. Okay. This is very strange. Doggos. Wow. Is this really like a is this a breathing like world? And I say that like this game, does it actually have like all the characters are on specific timers and everything happens at specific moments in specific parts of the world? What is 6? Why did 6 just appear? Hello? That's a very distressing picture. Little toy sword. I can't seem to be able to touch that. Oh, hello. Are you the person I am looking for?
Did you see anything weird on your way here?
You resemble an adventurer rather than a doctor. Appearances can be deceiving. I saw you in a dream. Don't flatter yourself. My desires have nothing to do with that. I simply saw you take us all by the throat. Cruel words. But also honest. What's so bad about it anyway? The strong manipulate the weak when they want to. Then it is all in my hands.
I often feel like someone's looking at us from the other side.
I have a lot to tell you, Bachelor Dankovsky, but I dare not, until you meet my Unger Georgie. Otherwise he'll rip my tongue out for disclosing a secret. I'm looking for Simon. I know, but you'll have to speak to Georgie instead. They're twins, so don't you be too disappointed. Fine, where can I find him? Close at hand, just next door. Go to the wing that's closer to the river. The roof is shaped like a crown. I'll be back soon. Okay. So, the one that's closer to the river, right there. Easy enough. What is this? Looks like a broken fountain. We'll just take the long way around right here. We're just gonna jump right in front of this guy's door. Alright, so this should be Georgie's house, right? Hey, hi.
I feel almost nothing.
Dude, relatable.
Town will meet its death at the hand of Simon's murderer. That much is certain.
Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business, and since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work, we are also quite aware of the difficulties you are experiencing and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, our most consanguineous brother, the creator, keeper and embodiment of all that's around us, has been murdered. Damn it, why did this happen just before I arrived? Precisely. Why did it have to happen just before your arrival? Are you asking yourself the same question? I hope you don't see any connection between my arrival and the murder. In fact, I do see a connection. However, do not mistake for the thought it was you who murdered them. What do you know? My brother was murdered last night, under the strangest of circumstances. But for all the mystery surrounding his death, I'd rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected with whoever had visited Simon that evening. The visitor is a man of laudable rectitude and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify he and Simon did nothing but converse. Who was the visitor? Has it occurred to you your brother could have died a natural death? Someone you know quite well. The man whom my brother saw last night was your colleague. Is it Barak? He was not the very person who advised you to come here as well. Yeah. Isidore was more than he thinks. I have a lingering feeling that time itself is using contestable powers to further its own intentions. What do you think? I'm no fatalist. It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival is no coincidence. A choice made for you, my dear doctor. Let us not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family. Really? Even though we were uncertain of when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a consequence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece of the chessboard, a chess upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. So you presume the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed herself for a pawn, but why? My sincerest condolences to you. Is there anything I can do to help? Do you want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My Brother Victor, who is in the wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter and help us, and the reward will not disappoint you. Indeed, there are too many coincidences. Your brother's murder can just as well be the murder of Bachelor Dankovsky. I will help in every way I can. I'm convinced that is there anyone at all that can help us solve the puzzle, then it is you. The mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is the message that fate is intended for you personally. Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that. I am not. How do you plan to look for the murderer? We will take our own measures. The only thing I can expect from you is to be yourself. Do only what you think is required. However you find out, whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of this puzzle. I repeat, everything that is happening here is happening on your account. Man, this is an interesting game. Like, it feels like there's a shit ton of stuff going on in this game. I feel like I just uncovered, like, a tunnel underneath a rock. Lots of people just walking around. This is so interesting. Odd.
That does it. I'm gonna break soon.
Danil Danovsky at yours. I foresee that things have become ordinary for us will only make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I'd like to compensate for that impression. You know, our small community has fallen out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. What do you mean? I mean the traditions, games that we play with passion that will most likely be of no interest to you. The people you meet here may seem eccentric, naive, or even somewhat deranged. Please take it easy on us. Don't judge us too strictly. I will do my best not to disappoint you. I hope that we will work in the atmosphere of mutual trust.
I fear that Simon's death is a symbolic event.
Georgie has told me everything, which is to say he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. He maintains that you can provide a more detailed account. So you've agreed to help us. I have. May I ask why? We share a tragedy. I want to solve a puzzle. I even like having so little information. It's a challenge to my intellect. I'm prepared to answer any questions you have. When was Simon seen? He sent Isidore home. Then an hour later he came to the hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the Focus and receive no one. He told us not to approach the Focus to fast for a week, partaking in neither meat nor water. Then in the morning he was found dead. How was he found? Why no meat or water? Our explanation is that he wanted to be mourned beforehand, as is custom with the local people. This is very like him. So he knew in advance he would die? I think between me and you, that is precisely what my brother Georgie fears. I can say nothing more about that. How is the body discovered? The servants discovered it in the morning. The room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable had been broken. His disfigured, contorted body bore signs of terrible suffering. His neck was twisted, his spine broken, I think. No one has touched the body. It is currently inside the Focus and will remain there for a prescribed amount of time. Do you suspect anyone? No, all I know is that Isidore was with him that evening. No one can enter the Focus against Simon's will. Perhaps a higher being could, but no one else. Could the murderer have already been waiting for Simon there? No, you have no concept of what the Focus is. Entering it is like entering someone else's mind, or a drawn picture, if you will. It is impossible. Well, Simon somehow, didn't he? He can perform far more impressive feats. There's a reason why the whole town revered him. Alright. So how can I help you? Just take a look around. Trust your intuition. Do whatever you like. Speak to whoever you feel the need to. Look for the murderer, doctor, and you will find them. Keep looking to the last breath. I'm sure your rational thinking will help you. So Isidore is the only lead. How can I find him? I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate, wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. I'll be careful. Oh, damn. That's far as fuck away. But, okay. The game is set. How do I check? I suppose I don't truly have a great way to tell what time it is. Or how do I check my... It's 7:08 in the morning on day 1. Okay. I'm probably not very hungry yet. Oh, here we are. Yeah, my hunger is low, my exhaustion is low, my health is high, my immunity is normal. Okay. So we're going to keep going this way. I feel like this game is very, very quickly going to become a rabbit hole. And here I was thinking, oh, this game's $1.25. Like, it'll be a nice, quick little experience. It'll be a nice little teeny, concise experience. My heart is crying for my poor children. How are my dearest doing? Is everything alright? Oh, woman's share is so hard. Everything will be fine. Let's see, where are we at? Let's take a left here. That's an interesting place. Doggos, though. Loud doggos. This is a different character model than what I've seen by other people. Interesting. I really feel like I've accidentally dropped down a rabbit hole here, and I have no idea how to get myself out of it. But I'm also so intrigued like, the game so far, I feel bad because I feel like this is going to make a very uninteresting video. But, this is, it feels like, Call of Cthulhu so far. So this is supposed to be the building that I go visit? Where maybe the murderer is? Yes. So we've inspected it pretty much from every side now. There's a lot of drunk people in this part of town. But I think this is where all the cheap housing is, probably. Here we... Oh, shit. What's going on here? Hello. A foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Well, we know who was killed. Wait, no, what? Who was killed? Well, you're not a local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we've suffered. Isidore Burka, a great surgeon and benefactor to us all, an all-around skilled doc. An outstanding man, beloved and well-respected by us locals. Does it really have to take the very best? Oh, foul time to live in. I knew him. I'm a doctor, too. Whoever killed our only doc must surely have been looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything, so he also knew how to make cuts or incisions since he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life, too, and this is merely the beginning. What makes you think the two are connected? Well, who would have a heart to attack such men? If you had asked me yesterday, I've told you no one dare inflict such an ugly wound on this town. But if there's someone, it has to be that. Someone. Although it looks fishy if you ask me, that thing was no man. That's what I think. Explain yourself. See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There's a talon stuck in the victim's chest. Go ahead, bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor, for the deceased had been a renowned step walker, and the dust was all covered in hoof steps, and like traces of sharp bone, I guess? As if someone was using a walking stick around there. I'm telling you, it's her. The Shabnak Adder. Shabnak Adder? The Clay Man-Eater. I want to inspect the building. We were assigned this post by Alexander, head of the Sabarov family. His house is in decline right now, but is still powerful and very much respected, for it is they who have been responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in the town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's the rod. If you just take that road up there and get to the Cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. Should have said so from the start. Okay, so now we have a new place to go. This... Oh, man. So much fetch questing. Okay. We're gonna go to the next place. This feels so much like Lovecraft, lol. Yeah, right? Like, I feel... This feels very... influenced at little. And for $1.25, I'm genuinely surprised at how much content there seems to be here so far. Oh, what's this for? Is this not an area I'm supposed to be in? I'm gonna assume this is an area I'm not supposed to be in and just leave. Okay, so now we're back out here. We're gonna go this way. Oh. Da 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 da. Okay, so this is the guy's house that we needed to talk to. Hello, friend.
Yes.
So I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do like a messenger from sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. Do you think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinions in high regard? Sometimes I have to. Are you an astrologist? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to, sir? The moon and the planets have an obvious effect on our life. However, I do not think it's humanly possible to gain any profit from that. Sometimes I have to. I am a ruler. Astrology can be very curious, but I cannot allow it to influence my decisions. I have to act according to factual circumstances. Would you agree? Definitely.
The rabble is completely out of control. They must have been bottling up their lowly instincts for quite some time.
So you come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now? I was actually invited by Isidore, so I came to meet with him first and foremost, but now it turns out that he's dead! Do you have any weapons? I'm not going to ask that. Who are the people guarding Isidore's house? Nothing, not anymore. Why are you giving me that look? It's as if Simon's death was my fault. He's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, isn't it? The same one that took Simon's life, too. Or at least that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Were there any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself, but I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can enjoy the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. Shit. It'll be a good reputation boost if I follow him, I think. But I don't trust this guy. Who is it then? You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learnt, huh? The wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All that just to grab the inheritance. Wait, did Isidore leave a fortune? I have no idea yet. His belongings are being evaluated as we speak. It's not about the money, though. The steppe people's idea of heirship still comes with those ancient connotations. Tribal ethics. Next of kin not only inherits things, they inherit knowledge, fate, and power. Such a motive is incompatible with the student of medicine in my mind. It's in their blood. Oh well.
Hello.
Hello! Very nice.
Thank you.
Here.
I'm watching you play, so I am up to speed.
It's so strange. Oh, hold on.
Can I see the game?
Yes. Do you see it now?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Oh, that looks like great pasta.
Thank you.
I haven't had dinner yet, so I'll probably have to cook for some.
It is past your bedtime and you haven't eaten yet?
I haven't really felt hungry.
Maybe you need to eat at some point, please.
I'll probably eat eventually. I didn't even realize that it was midnight. I pretty much, went from band practice to playing games.
Why is the game getting louder? Why is it getting louder?
I'm going to be really honest. I was looking for a short, concise game, and it definitely feels like this is not that.
That's fair. I'm fine with that. I've been following, like I said. That was just, the music was unbearably loud for a little bit.
Oh, no. Oh, I have the wrong thing up. That's why nothing has been able to be changed. There we go.
It just was gradually getting even louder. I was like, oh my god. Okay.
So
Let's continue to follow this shady McFucker.
It's in their blood. So the outlaw will show his true colors soon enough when we catch him. He'll explain the motive himself. How did you find him? In all honesty, it's kind of hard to explain that to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, Bachelor? Options are no, and of course I do.
In this world, hell yeah, I believe in clairvoyance. Look around.
So you should get to know my wife then, or better yet, those who already had the opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters, first and foremost, rationalists. She's got something to say to you too, by the way. So your wife called out Isidore's son specifically, and so you have rationalists in the town, except for me, that is.
I would talk about. So your wife called out it. Yeah.
Not specifically, no, but it all adds up. And the circumstances of Simon's death would make you wonder too. Isidore's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him, and it even matches the time it takes to get from the Crucible to Isidore's house.
What if we're the killer?
Well, we just arrived yesterday. So we arrived...
So we say.
Yes. Options are, what about the motive? And that's not enough. I'll have to take the investigation into my own hands. Is there anyone who will be of help to me apart from your wife?
No. Ask about the motive.
He's the type that needs no motives. Students these days know nothing of virtue and ethics. And a medic, too. Humans are
Okay, boomer.
Humans are just hairless animals to them, or even a harmful virus infesting the environment. Cynical bastards. Oh, but I do apologize. Didn't mean to offend you, even by the extension. I see you like generalizations. I wouldn't be so quick to accuse the junior Barack. And that's fine, especially since I agree. I'm fed up with students as well.
Up to you.
Do we suck up to this guy? Let's suck up to the guy a little bit. He may have information that, if he trusts us, he could give.
You smell like garlic so hard, it's great.
Oh, I wish I were there.
It's got capers, though. I don't know if you like capers.
I do like capers. I usually, you know how many capers that I like with my salmon?
How much?
Yes.
So much capers?
So much capers. It's still 8:07 on... Oh, wait, no. Earlier it was 7 a.m. on day one. And
Time's fast. Right?
The environment's actually changing. This is insane. This is so cool.
Huge.
This game's $1.25.
Yeah, if you guys haven't picked up this game and you want something that's definitely a lot of bang for your buck, I can already tell you this is more bang than I thought I'd get for $1 or $2.
The HD remake done in like Unity 5 or Unreal Engine 5 is like $60.
I can't imagine what's improved then.
It's amazing. Or it looks amazing. Cerberus has been living here since the town was founded. That's when everything was there. I think I should go back and tell them that the dudes that they literally wanted me to go check. Yeah, that guy's dead now.
Yeah, I think we should definitely talk to them. I think you're right.
I wanted to play a short, concise game. I realize I'm touting, like, I keep repeating myself.
So you've said it's again and again in those exact words.
But I'm so interested, I don't want to stop. Oh, sorry. Accidental fisticuffs. Okay, let's go straight. Doggos.
Doggo Burko. Where's your doggo, anyway? Not that you should call him or summon him with his squeaker toy. I'm just asking.
Living room Toyo. Hello, lady. My heart is crying for the poor Chiron. How are my dears doing? Is everything alright? Oh, woman's share is hard.
Who dis?
Woman.
Who dis?
She stopped and stared at us, so I went up and talked to her. You've got a curious town here. I never expected to see something like this in such a remote place.
Yeah, I think we're choosing that first one, obviously.
Everyone's tired of the endless construction work. We want some quiet. Is there a lot of construction going on? Doesn't it have a positive side? An endless battle, we only dream of peace. Is there a lot of construction?
Yes.
Not a lot, but I cannot shrug away the feeling the world is changing all too quickly. Rulers invite architects from the capital, and they turn everything upside down. It's fun for the children, but a torment for us. I'm sorry to hear that, and you have a very tidy town. I haven't seen something like this for a long time.
I would do the second one.
That was it. End the conversation. Okay. And now
Well,
she's staring at me as I walk away. So, okay.
Who's dude bro limping around the street like that?
Oh, I talked to him earlier. He wants fresh water. I was like, why? There's a river though. Why don't you get river water?
That doesn't sound fresh.
Yeah, that's pretty much what his response was. Like, do you think I'm an animal? Choices of response were, no, I don't think you're an animal. And you could probably purify the water. And yes, you're an animal. Drink from the river. It's like, oh.
What did you say?
You could probably purify it, bro. Walking sideways is very slow. I'm trying.
It sounds like you're running, but you're like going nowhere.
It seems so, yeah. This is a fairly big space, too.
Is that a butcher shop with the cow above it?
It sure seems so.
Either that or someone in this was a football fan.
I do have a little bit of hunger.
Alright, just look at the logo. Honestly.
Yeah.
Football fan.
It's a longhorn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey,
Hello.
go up to the counter. Order, Sammy.
Are these things I have? Kerosene. Water. Alpha tablets.
Oh, hey, we could buy some water to give to the dude bro who wants water. Morphine ending! Alright.
I smoked meat, a lemon, bread, milk, and fish. And I'm guessing
That's what you have on the
this
right.
is the money we have? Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I know we have a scalpel.
Oh.
And
Okay.
it has a price of 405. Interesting.
Yeah.
Gloves, morphine, Mayadorm,
Meridorm. I'm not familiar.
alpha tablets,
I'll look it up.
a tourniquet, and water. So why don't we buy some hard as a rock but no sp- Why don't we buy bread? Because bread isn't gonna go well. Bread will go bad. Yeah, let's take the bread because we can eat that and we don't have to cook it. E? Did I buy it?
Sure.
Is it in my inventory? I. Rations? No. I did not buy it. Do I?
Can I see the spelling of that medicine?
Yes.
The funky one.
Mayadorm.
Meridorm.
There's a V and an X. So let's try V. Hey, that bought the bread.
Yay! be for buying. Or bread, who knows? It doesn't look like Meridorm is a real thing, which makes me feel better that I hadn't heard of it.
Okay, so we have rando bread now. As you can probably give it to people just for, Oh! I bet the thingy in the upper left is just like random... You are hungrier now. Oh, and look, my exhaustion's going up too. Interesting. But my reputation and health's good.
I like that we have, like, a 90s actor headshot.
Right?
Yeah, like, I feel like this picture is one we distribute to the casting director to hope that they would be interested in us.
And they'd be like, so, can I just buy, like, the ability to use your image?
Like,
You'll
you mean
give...
to pay me? Oh gosh, sure!
No, we'll give you exposure.
Oh god. Alright. Now we were gonna go talk to them and say like, hey, your doc's dead. Right?
Yeah, but also the girl didn't want to talk to us until we talked to her brothers. Oh, fuck. Time passed. It is 9 o'clock now.
The Saburov's wait is over.
The time for collusion, secrets, and alliances has come. I'm going to ask something of you, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to holding the reins, but you are not harnessed, so it will be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcome with you. It fits the style of your venture. I am not an adventurer, and my job is no venture. I hope it never becomes one. Or, yes, you better be polite. I don't take kindly to others. I'm a creature of liberty. I think number one?
I hate both of them, but let's do the top one, I guess.
I apologize if my words come across as mangled and silly. I am truly not used to asking, but the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Just imagine me begging and kneeling. And believe me, I do feel that way. No need to kneel. What did you want to talk about? And I kneel myself before a lady as charming as you.
I know you, priest. I know what you're gonna do.
Okay, we're gonna flirt. Today's death was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon their number will multiply. I beg you to preserve the lives of several people when the lines of their fortune cross yours. Before any of them dies, there will be a moment where you will be able to intervene. I know that for a fact. Who are these people, or how?
I need answers to both of those, so...
What's more important? Because you might only get the answer to one.
No, how? How? Because she'll have to tell us who.
I had a vision. I'm clairvoyant. I will become the nocturnal queen soon, just like my beloved sorceress mother used to be. Dreams lie, and so you want me to take care of them.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk shit about clairvoyancy to clairvoyance, just saying.
Yes. Look at her smile, though.
She's got a weird face.
And to turn back the wheel that is about to crush us, yes, this is my last hope. Perhaps you are at least the master of your fate. Even Simon cannot boast this title now. How would you reward me if in 10 days' time these people were still alive? Would you go with me to the capital? I'm only staying here for a day or two anyway. Or, oh, your beauty is only matched by your intelligence. You know how to push my buttons. Are you really a sorceress?
Well, priest, up to you.
I don't like the third one. It almost feels belittling.
First one, then?
Yeah, what's the reward? Please refer to Eva Jan with such ideas, Bachelor. She will likely go to the capital with you. Just remind her to slip into something before she leaves the premises of her home. Well, don't let it go to your head. I will probably be able to reward you in my own way. You won't be disappointed.
Wow, she took that awkwardly, didn't she, though?
Let's go back to the people you worry about. Even though I cannot say I share your anxiety, you failed to scare me. Or, you shouldn't speak badly about Ava. She offered me a room and board and was very welcoming. Or, no, Maria, I can't take on a responsibility this huge. I'm sorry.
Well, we're going to enter into this, so let's do the first one.
That doesn't matter. What was destined to happen will happen. You can be whatever you want to be, but not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run away from reality. I will give you a list of those I know of. Those people are bound to you. Bound? Or, what in the world is going on here? Are you trying to flirt with me?
Also, look at her face.
Press X to doubt. Bound? What does bound mean? There's a tight spring of power within each of these people. Each of them can break the routine of human existence and become something greater. They are standing on the verge of their humanity, gazing into the realm of where they could serve a different higher purpose, without even knowing it. Moreover, they are bound to make the leap in one way or another. That's why we call them simply the Bound. But how is their fate bound to mine? Did you say my victory depended on them? How? Or, when and how are these people supposed to die? When and how are these people supposed to die? I want to focus on saving them rather than necessarily me. Bound to die. No need to shy away from it. That is also implied. You didn't answer my question. How and when will they die? I don't know. I'm not a mistress yet.
Well then, it's very helpful.
The future is not as clear to me as I would prefer, but I can feel the present. I can already distinguish a dubious guess from the pulse of the precise knowledge devoid of words and images. These people are bound to you. These people's lives are connected. I wouldn't have asked you to take care of them otherwise. Are you clairvoyant or something? Or, you sound delusional. I'm sorry, but your uncle's death has messed with your head. You need to come to your senses. I mean, I thought...
Are you clairvoyant or something? She already told us, but, like...
Yes, you haven't been told, have you? It didn't even cross my...
Yes, we've already told us!
This feels buggy. No one here dares doubt them, for they are evident. Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities. I am learning to see the future and transform the present.
Press X to doubt.
This fact offers your words a different degree of authenticity. Or, forgive me, I don't believe in this type of phenomenon.
That's the first one,
yeah.
I would think.
Will you comply with my request? Will you save the lives of people I named to you? Answer me before going back to Ava. Alright, if it is truly within my power, I'll do my best to save their lives. How do you know that Ava asked me to come back? Which is true. How does she know? No, Maria, I need to go back to Capital as soon as possible, or I always follow my principles. It doesn't matter which lines of fortune cross, there'll be no exceptions. How do you know Ava asked me to come back?
Like...
I want to know!
She's clairvoyant.
I know Ava. She wants to safeguard you from my nocturnal intrigues, doesn't she? Oh. She strives to touch the mysteries of our family, to learn the game we're playing. Well, talk to her. Perhaps you two will manage to uncover some bits and pieces of the Kane's dark conspiracy against humanity. But you haven't given me an answer. What will it be? Yes, I'll do what you ask. My honor bids me to. You better not be giving me cheek. You won't like me when I'm angry. Or, no, I don't want to bind myself with an unnecessary promise. Man. This is... okay. I don't like the intent of the first one, but it is a yes.
Yeah, like, we are limited in our answers, so...
Alright. Whatever happens, these people must live. Their fates are bound to mine. Okay. Georgie Kane, Victor Kane, Andre Stomatane, Peter Stomatane, Maria, Ava, Mark. Ding.
Time is passing.
It is still 9. Okay, good.
Is there a save function in this game?
Yes, there is. That's it.
I would say
That's all you get.
Good, because it's getting late and I worry for you.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Why are you guys back? There's something in particular we feel the urge to warn you about. When you speak to the bound, please choose your words carefully. Do not worry, you will easily be able to make out what kind of person is standing before you, an observant man that you are. So use that skill when dealing with the bound. Some of them are indeed worth insulting, whereas others need to be treated with utmost respect. I have no idea what you're talking about. If I ever engage in conversations with someone, it won't be for personal gain. Each off conversation will bring you a small profit, depending on the outcome, of course. Depending on the outcome. Every line you utter will have consequences. News spreads rapidly. Oh my god, I can't handle this. I'm actually feeling really tired. There's so much of this game.
I think this might be one we need to launch into another time.
I do agree with that. But shit, this is awesome. What do you guys think of Pathologic HD? Be sure to go check it out on Steam. This is really awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the game that we played earlier in the stream as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for choosing our stream. And until next time.
Keep screaming.
Windows key. Bye-bye.